The Nigeria Police Force has noted with concern the recent allegations circulating in the media, suggesting that the Inspector General of Police, IGP Olukayode Adeolu-Egbetokun, PhD, NPM, is shielding a cartel accused of smuggling suspicious new banknotes from the Central Bank of Nigeria. The Nigeria Police Force categorically refutes these claims, condemning them as baseless and orchestrated attempts to tarnish the IGP's reputation and integrity of the force. The incident in question, which occurred at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport on August 26, 2023, has been thoroughly investigated. The officers involved, DSP Peter Ejike, a lawyer in charge of Zone 7 Legal Section, Inspector Ekende Edwin, Inspector Esther Okafor, and Sergeant Talabi Kayode, all attached to the Zone 7 headquarters, Abuja, were found culpable and sanctioned appropriately.
Yes, Peter Ejike. You? Inspector Ekende. You?
Inspector Esther Okafor.
You?
Sergeant Talabi Kayode.
You? Okay, sit down.
These officers, led by Inspector Esther Okafor, on the instruction of DSP Peter Ejike, unlawfully arrested Andrew Eja, an employee of Fat Cargo Nigeria Limited, who was conveying the cash sum of 74,950,000 naira only on behalf of clients. Acting without authorization, they detained Mr. Eja at the Zone 7 headquarters, Abuja, and deliberately misrepresented the recovered amount as 31,790,000 naira only. The officers further demanded a percentage of the funds to suppress the case. Upon being contacted by the alleged owners of the money, the officers claimed that the sum they had recovered from the arrested suspect was 31,790,000 naira only, and requested a percentage of the money to jeopardize investigation and suppress the case. Outraged by their actions, the money owners petitioned the force headquarters, Abuja, and the matter was directed to the IGP monitoring unit for investigation. During the process, the cash sum of 31,790,000 naira was recovered from the officers, who claimed that it was the total money recovered from Andrew Eja during his arrest. After a tense investigation and a series of trials before duly constituted disciplinary panels, it was discovered that the officers took photographs of the suspect and the sacks of monies at the point of arrest, but claimed the phone they used was damaged and consequently lost, in an attempt to conceal their misconduct.
Out of the whole money of 74,950,000. 74,950,000. I heard that by the time the policemen would present the money at the station, they presented only 32 million naira. So I called a brother from Lagos. He said, if a case cannot be concluded in stones, it has to go to force headquarters. That was why I brought the matter down here to the force headquarters to report, sir. So the only thing I need to add is that when they were invited down here, to the best of my surprise, the money they said it was 32 million naira confirmed by them was still not completed by the time they brought it to force headquarters.
However, forensic intelligence showed that this group of officers conspired and stole part of the money, amounting to 43,160,000 naira only, and tasked one of them to move the cash out of the Federal Capital Territory for hiding pending when the heat blows over. They thereafter resorted to several tricks and gimmicks in order to cover their tracks, one of which is the spread of this false narrative and misinformation to several online blogs and newspaper platforms. These officers have been suspended, being found culpable of serious misconduct, tampering with exhibits, abuse of office, corrupt practice, illegal duty, and acts unbecoming of a police officer. The movement of such an amount of money by the alleged cargo company could have been investigated and handled professionally by the police. But the officers were carried away by greed and therefore acted criminally and unprofessionally. It is pertinent to note that the circulating false narrative is a sponsored misinformation cultivated by mischief makers who seek to divert attention from the criminal acts of the police officers by attempting to join issues with the Inspector General of Police. The affected officers will be prosecuted upon conclusion of due legal and administrative procedures. We urge the public and the media to refrain from spreading this false narrative aimed at tainting the reputation of the Inspector General of Police. Such misinformation undermines public trust and detracts from the ongoing efforts of the current administration to reform the police force by eradicating unprofessional elements.